Hello and welcome back to more Football Manager 2019 with me, Mr. Grand 2, and Swansea City, a Welsh development as we try to win as much as we possibly can with Swansea City by only signing Welsh players. And as you can see, we have gone and done just that. Lewis Thompson will be joining us from Norwich City in a few days' time for £1.2 million after being transfer listed. I really like Lewis Thompson. I think he's a pretty solid player on FM. Not anything particularly spectacular. He's also quite injury prone, but in terms of his attributes, pretty good across the board for a central midfielder. Can also play in central defence or at right back if we need him to. So good to get him in for a bit of coverage. And since last time, then things have gone actually, I think, pretty well. We followed up our win against West Brom with a pretty much expected 4-1 defeat at Derby. Jack Marriott is just absolutely out of this world in the Championship in particular. One of my favourite players on FM this year. Very, very, very consistent. Completely destroyed us. More disappointingly, though, we did lose to Brentford, who were quite far down the table. We took the lead. They came back with two quick goals, and there wasn't really much opportunity for us to get back into the game. But nevertheless, we turned things round and we have won our last three games on the bounce with no goals conceded. A 2-0 win against Sheffield Wednesday, followed up with a 4-0 win against Hull, which was our biggest win of the season so far. And to get it away from home as well is very, very good. And most recently, a very, very impressive 1-0 win against Aston Villa, a team who are well in contention for the playoffs. And that is something that we are definitely in contention for as well. We did have a bit of a sticky patch. I have to say, I'm quite surprised that we didn't get a board meeting. We might have been incredibly close. My job security did go down to insecure at one point. It is currently, if we have a look over here, currently very secure, which shows you how volatile the championship can be. But we are in fifth place in the playoffs. I could be positive and say we're only 4 points off an automatic spot, but we're also, no points away from dropping out. Level on points with both Reading and West Brom. It could all change, but certainly we're back on the right track after a pretty poor October and November. So our first game today is going to be our final league match of 2018 at home against Wigan Athletic, a team who beat us early on in the season. So hopefully we can have the better of it this time around. Team is relatively similar to last time out. Mulder's going to be in goal. Olsen and Roberts are going to be the fullbacks. I'm going to go with Roden and Carter Vickers at centre back. I'm not really sure what our best partnership is. I've played Roden with Van der Horn. I've played Carter Vickers with Van der Horn, and they've done quite well. I think probably in terms of technical ability and being most suitable to the role, these two probably are the best that we've got. But Van der Horn is probably actually our best defender. We'll see how well they get on. I want to use Roden because Welsh player, club trained. We're going to build the squad around him. Carter Vickers is only here on loan, and Van der Horn is probably going to end up being sold in the summer. Anyway, Routledge is going to be starting on the left. James is going to be starting on the right. Grimes and Fur have sort of formed a pretty solid partnership in the middle. Byers has returned to the squad. Got himself quite a few assists, and Ben Woodburn, despite his average rating, is definitely our best and most consistent striker. I'm going to see if I can renew his loan for next season as well. My assistant says it would be appropriate to tell them to take revenge. I have to say, I agree. It was a pretty pathetic defeat to Wigan, and it was one of the think it was the game that actually started our poor run. So hopefully things can be turned around and we continue on an upward trajectory. Well, a thoroughly thrilling first half. And oh wow, I was literally about to slag this game off, and Matt Grimes gets a fluked, bounced in free kick, and we have the lead. Matt Grimes there, completely ruining my attempted joke. Thanks so much. So at half time, I'm going to tell them not to get complacent. I was getting quite complacent. I was expecting no goals, lining up some bad comedy, and well, Matt Grimes just completely ruined it for me. Hopefully, we don't do something silly. We have, as you saw, 3 clean sheets in a row. Very uncharacteristic, I think, but hopefully this can make it 4. Throwing for Wigan here, working it a little bit around the box, but Olsen's won it, and Ben Woodburn's free. Ben Woodburn's clear, and he decided to shoot it straight at the goalkeeper's hands rather than the goal that was a lot bigger. Quite a few players on 6.4s as well. Routledge, Byers, and Roberts not exactly having their finest hours. Leroy Fair's been fouled though, and Nick Powell of all people, he seems like such a nice man in real life, has got himself a straight red card. And Woodburn again, once again, he's decided I'm not going to get in the goal. I'm just going to go straight at Walton. Corner in though. Carter Vickers back out to Grimes. Doesn't do anything this time, and a chance for Wigan to break unless we can get it back, which we do. And there we are, a 1-0 win. That second half, I can now say, was probably about as thrilling as an episode of Gardener's World, but I don't really care. 4 wins on the bounce, well and truly in the playoffs. I forgot to do a team talk, although my assistant was going to have a shout at them. I'm not going to shout at them. I forgot to do a team talk. I was so excited that we won. I just clicked again. Ben Woodburn has come in third place of the Welsh Young Player of the Year award, which I didn't know was a thing, but something we want to aspire to be winning. And I think the two people that came above him, Harry Wilson and David Brooks, definitely players that we'd like to sign in the future. Lewis Thompson's not quite at full conditioning today, so he's going to sit this one out. And we're going to go with exactly the same lineup that saw off Wigan. Hopefully, we can do the job here against Reading. One of the teams that they didn't beat us, but they did equalise the 96th minute through a Paul McShane headed goal. So hopefully, this time round, we can show them who's boss. This will be 5 wins on the bounce. Let's see how it goes. There's the man we fear, Paul McShane. 4 goals this season, apparently. 4 goals and 1 against us. Modou Barrow, also a former Swansea player, so he'll probably score against us as well. I'm going to tell him to prove a point. I mean, I expect nothing but a win from this match to keep our good run going. 4 wins on the bounce. If we can make it 5, we will be genuine playoff contenders. Come on. They're not going to score from the kickoff, are they? No, good. I was getting slightly anxious there, but Reading are on the front foot. Barrow with a shot. Routledge, though, he's run all the way back, but he's kept it in. Plays it forward. Olsen. Routledge switches play beautifully to Daniel James. He's going to go for the shot. He is, just wide. Oh, you know what? This half's about as interesting as an episode of Gardener's World. That worked last time because we scored. It doesn't look like it's going to work this time. Reading looking for a break. Barrow's been fouled, and Connor Roberts, I didn't even notice he'd got booked, to be honest. He's got sent off in the first half for no real reason. Byers can come off. I mean, Kyle Norton is at least on the bench. I'm going to get a bit shouty. I've not been very impressed with what I've seen. And Mr. Roberts, really, no. Getting sent off so early is unacceptable. I don't care if you're annoyed. Really not on. Let's hope for a positive reaction in this second half. Can we hold on at least to a point and potentially even push on and get ourselves a goal? I tell you what, Gardner's Well's looking actually quite interesting now. Nothing, not a single highlight in the entire second half. One more minute left and Reading are on the move. It looks like they could get themselves a winner. Nelson Oliveira puts it wide. There might be a chance here. McBurney's in. Not quite. And it looks like it's going to be another point on the board. And unless if the referee wants to blow the whistle. Well over the time. 22 seconds over. And there we go. It's all over. To be honest, a point away from home against a team like Reading, I'll say I'm happy with that performance. Let's keep the positivity going. So there we are then. Not the most interesting match at all to finish off today's episode, but nevertheless, another point on the board. We're unbeaten in 5. Connor Roberts can have a warning for your general silliness. Ollie McBurney vows to win gold drought. That will be the day. So let's see where that leaves us. Fourth place. We're up to 4th. 44 points, level on points with Blackburn. We now have a little tiny gap above West Brom, but more importantly, a 2-point gap over Reading. Still 4 points off the automatic spots. Derby are pretty much running away with it, which is something you don't see very often on this year's game of the Championship, but actually, really, you probably should. I think Derby have got a very good squad. And may well, of course, go up anyway via the playoffs. So it is the January transfer window. I'm not really sure what business to necessarily do. We've got money to spend, but obviously, per the rules of the challenge, the amount of players that are actually available to us is quite limited. We could potentially get Ethan Ampadu on loan. That's something I've wanted to do for a while. But otherwise, the actual level of players interested in us, not really that many. I mean, potentially someone like Chris Gunter, I don't know. I'll see what we do. Hopefully, we won't lose any of our existing players, particularly some of our young Welsh players. But that is going to be the end of the episode. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I will see you next time.